like, I think that we fear mistakes. Even if we intellectually understand that like mistakes and failure is like the fertile ground of creativity, that innovation does not happen if we do not fail at what we were going to do. Because if what we were going to do was the thing we were going to do, like if we got there, like we wouldn't be innovating. We'd be there. We'd be where we thought we were going to be. We'd be in the expected place as opposed to the unexpected that we discover, right? Discovery has to happen from failing to get there. And I think that experienced folks and newbies alike, I think we're just vulnerable to that. We're vulnerable to that inner critic. Even when we train ourselves not to be, like I meditate about that all the time. Every day I'm trying to kill my inner critic. And she keeps coming back.
Say that again. Say that again.
Every day. Yeah. Trying to kill that inner critic. And it's like, Night of the Living Dead.
So how do you silence it, or do you use it?
That was hilarious. Dead.
I think so. I think on one hand, like as a more analytical person, because I've done story analysis work for many years as studio executive and analyst for production companies and studios on the freelance side, deciding if they should make a book into a TV show, or should they make this script into a movie or a TV show. And analyzing the hell out of stuff for years, I think makes you very sharp in that way. And you can like analyze the hell out of your own work. You can, perfect it to the point of killing it. And you can forget that something's just good enough to just put out there. So the way I kill the inner critic who's like, this can always be better, is I just tell her to get in the back seat and like, yes, I hear you. It could always be better. And mama's tired. So it's time to share this. Like, I just need, because if I just keep perfecting the one thing, right? You just got to get it out there. You just got to share. You got to be done. You got to be done and then move on to the next thing.
You become a creativity hoarder. You become a creativity hoarder. And I just want to say hi. My name is Adama, and I'm a hoarder of my creativity and storytelling. And today's day one. I hope to receive some type of.
Hi, Adama. I'm Lewis, and I'm a hoarder of my creativity too.
Look, I can barely wave because the creativity wants to jump out my body. Hi.
Right? I love that term.
It feels like you're just pack ratting like your stuff. Like, and I'm like, and then they're like, hey, can you give me that footage from? And I'm like, hold on, can you give me 30 minutes?
Wait, I gotta edit it. Hang on.
Right. Sometimes you just gotta do it.
Right. And then when I release it, I'm like, go be with them.
Yep. I hope they do something great and amazing with this.
Go be with them. And I just want you to tell this one story, how you didn't flinch when you saw fear. That's all I want you to do. That's how I feel. That's how I feel with creativity. So I get what you're saying. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I must be related to her inner person.
Right?
It's
I think they're all related. They're like a cult.
Yeah.
Experienced and newbie storytellers alike, artists alike. It's a cult of inner critics that are coming for all of us. And we just got to keep working together to be the resistance.
Boom, right
it's
there.
The imposter syndrome, right?
Oh, I
it's
love it.
Imposter syndrome all around.
Yeah.
I think that's everybody, though, especially in this day of content that we're in, where it's like, hey, just post a lot of everything. But then some people, it's hard for them to do that. It's hard to hit the actual post button. They'll get all the way through. They'll get the caption. They'll get the perfect hashtags. And then they'll click play one more time. And then they'll discard it. And then it sits in their phone for months and months and months until you're scrolling looking for something else. And I don't think I ever even posted this. All right. Today's the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fear.
And it's frustrating when you've already posted some stuff, and I like organization. So I'm like, oh, I just posted this awesome fashion thing, and then here comes the panda bear meditating. What? And I want to be like, I promise I'm not crazy, but if y'all think I am, just rock out with it, because I meant to post this. I meant to post this 2 weeks ago. It's just been sitting in the batch.
That's that
So
authenticity. Sorry, Kat,
you're
go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying you're touching on two key things that I think are really maybe helpful to share. One is using Chat GPT as not a validator, because I try not to believe in external validation, but um, if I think like if writers and artists are wondering, should I post this? Should I do this? I think that you can use ChatGPT to get like a good kind of like therapist bestie analysis. I'm like, yeah, you should, and here's why it's good. Like, tell me why I should do this. Chat. We're on a first name basis, and I feel like when you do that, you start to build your confidence in trusting your own instincts, because you're not going to get your confidence from posting when you have, especially when you're starting out and you only have, a few hundred followers and you're only getting a couple likes per thing, you know?
Girl, you own it.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
You ain't lying.
Her and I were speaking. She already put me to another level of the English language, because she's speaking a whole nother level right now where I'm understanding. I'm like, where have you been my whole life?
Right.
Me and Uriah's friend in Chicago.
Uriah,
In Chicago.
You
What
can't
world
hoard
does
your
that make
Chicago
sense?
friend. You got to share
I'm
the
hoarding
Chicago
the
friends.
talent. I'm
What
hoarding the
world?
talent.
Does this make sense that everybody he brings on from Chicago, I'm like, hey, where you been my whole life?
Right? Facts. No, this is
Chicago's
really
the best
good.
city in the world. Chicago.
There we go. There we go. See? Here we go. He was waiting all episode to hear you say that, Kat.
Yeah,
He
I'm
was
I was ready
waiting.
to set it up.
I mean,
pre-show.
I didn't force it. I didn't prompt her to say it. I mean,
Nope.
it just
Scotty,
comes out.
Michael.
It just comes out. Chicago is just that city. I mean,
Oh Lord,
I don't know what to say. I don't know
Well,
what else
because we're
to
an
say.
authentic city. We're the
So-
heart. We're the heart of the country, and we're the heart of authenticity, and we say it like it is. And I think it's a
I
great
like
place
it.
for artists to like find that confidence in trusting themselves. Like that's what Chicago's improv comedy scene is all about. It's all about how do you trust yourself to just do the thing, so that you can trust your scene partner. Because when you trust yourself and you trust your scene partner, you go on stage, you have no idea what you're going to say, but you just trust that y'all got each other's backs.